This is one of those videos that I've tried to film a bit, and just, I could never quite get it right, so I resort to just filming it all over and hoping for the best. So, let's see how that works this time. Hey, I'm back. Hopefully I'm back. I don't know. I want to talk about where I've been. I haven't been here a lot lately, and there is a reason for that. I could blame this on a lot of things. My lack of creativity and lack of motivation to make things. I could blame it on the fact that I was in the middle of transferring schools, the fact that I had school work to do, the fact that I had just made an album. Really, I'd be lying, because I've always had to balance, you know, my life, my work with my creativity. That's not a new thing, so I know how to do that pretty much. So that wasn't really the reason why I stopped. The reason I stopped was all in here. It's all in my head, because the thing is, I'm sure I'm not the only person to experience this, because I've seen many people talk about this, but when they take a break or a long absence from YouTube, the more time that passes, the harder it is to make a video, because I'd be like, this isn't good enough. This isn't good enough. That's what it boils down to. Basically, this isn't good enough. Which isn't a good feeling, because I like creating things, and this feeling, this not good enough feeling, not only affects this video making, but it also affects my music making. I was trying to pull up my guitar as a prop, but it just looked awkward, I'm sorry. That feeling of not good enough also seeped into my music and everything else. Not everything else. Luckily, it didn't seep into my book writing, because if it seeped into that, then I would lose my freaking mind. For as long as I've had depression, which if you don't know, hi, I'm Abby, I have depression. For as long as I've had depression, like when I was in high school, the majority of the symptoms were like sadness and apathy and that sort of thing. But nowadays, it's more manifesting in the lack of interest in the things you like symptom, and as well as all the other ones. But I've never had a lack of motivation like this before, and it's hard to claw yourself out of it, and I've been trying to claw myself out of it for a long time, and every time I take my camera somewhere, I just don't use it. I'm like, ugh, I just might as well not. And I'm like, looking back, I'm like, why? For example, I went to London this summer to study, and I brought like all my camera equipment because I was like, I'm gonna make something. Did I make anything? No. Thinking back, 2016 Abby would have been filming everything. The camera would have been out all the time. The point of this mess of a video, see, I've tried to film this so many times and it's still this jumbled mess. So this is gonna be the last time I film it. I'm not letting myself refilm this again. I'm gonna edit this, try to make it as coherent as possible, and give it to y'all. The point of this video is that I have just been dealing with things, and I guess I've just needed some time to deal with them. And I truly need to get over the whole not good enough thing, because, I mean, good enough for who? What am I talking about? Anyway, I guess we'll just see what happens next. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'm gonna post this video and then not post again for another, like, 6 months. Or maybe I'll post next week. We'll see. You know, who knows? I feel so bad for future me who has to edit this video. It is just a bunch of long pauses and rambling. Man, oh man. I'm just trying to say everything I wanted to say, but then I'm afraid I'm forgetting to say things. I don't want to do the whole, I'm okay now, everything's great, because, I mean, I do feel fine right this moment as I film this, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna feel awful tomorrow, or the next day, or the next day. I've dealt with this thing since the beginning of high school, and it's just part of my life, and I just gotta deal with it, and sometimes it's easy to deal with, and sometimes it's hard to deal with, and that's what I've wanted to say this whole time, and it's taken me like 10 minutes of rambling to get to that. Oh, I want to even though I didn't film nearly as much as I would have liked to. I did film a bit, and I took a lot of pictures from London, so I'm gonna show you that.
Hello. There was a person.
Sorry.
We are the worst.
This has been a rambly video, and I hope you got something out of it. I will see you guys at some point again.